Howdy y'all, this is Big Country, and today I'm going to be covering 9 non-sales jobs that give you valuable sales skills. All right, y'all. So for those of y'all who are not familiar with me, my name is Big Country. I'm a tech sales recruiter. I help people who want to get into sales or are already in tech sales upgrade their career. Outside of that, I also help sales leaders who are trying to find and retain top sales talent in the technology industry to do so. So today I'm going to be talking about 9 different sales jobs that give you sales skills without actually being sales jobs. And so the reason for this is that if you have one of these jobs right now, you might already have a tool set of great skills that would help you in a sales career. And likewise, if you're a candidate about to interview for a tech company or just for some other kind of a sales job, here's some things that you can speak on that I will validate that say, hey, maybe I don't have any sales experience, but I've done this, and that's why I'm qualified for this role. Likewise, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to get all the latest in technology sales from a recruiter perspective. Bang the bell, and I will be Big Countrying with you the entire way through your career. All right, job number one. Job number one is recruiters. I feel partial about this one, but the thing with recruiting is that a lot of the times recruiters are also salespeople. So lots of recruiters, especially full desk recruiters out there, are selling to clients the service of recruiting to them. Outside of that, if you are an entry-level recruiter, maybe you're just a candidate sourcer, you're doing a lot of the same things and working with similar technology tools that an entry-level tech salesperson would be. So I'll give you an example. There was a guy who I got his first SDR job a month or two ago who had been a candidate sourcer for a large staffing firm. So the similarities there were he'd be building lists of prospects / candidates and doing lots of cold calls, email follows up on those people. And a lot of that stuff transfers over because when you are a recruiter, you're selling two things. You're selling a job, and then you're also selling a person. So job number one is recruiters. Job number two. Job number two is another one that I am partial of because I've had this job before. Job number two is personal trainers. And personal trainers can make great salespeople, and I've targeted them for entry-level technology sales roles before for a couple of reasons. Number one, you have a lot of interaction with people, and through that you're talking, and a lot of times you're breathing heavy at the same time, and your job is to motivate people to do something. So a big part of what sales is motivating people to buy and also addressing pain. So if you are a personal trainer, you're dealing with people who are feeling the pain of being out of shape or wanting to look better. So your job is to help them do that. On top of that, lots of personal trainers are selling the service of training at the same time. So you're selling yourself, much as in the same with interviewing and recruiting. Job number two, guys, is going to be personal trainers. Job number three is an interesting one. It's going to be cops / security guards. So think about it. I mean, a lot of the times what cops are having to do is to diffuse tense situations, and lots of sales situations, especially ones for entry-level folks, can feel very tense. And so while being in sales is not always talking somebody off a ledge, it can be. Say you're doing a cold call and somebody is aggressive and they're like, why the hell are you calling me right now? You might need to talk them off a ledge. So what cops and security guards are really good at is, one, interacting with people, and two, getting people to do something that they don't think that they want to do. In reality, a lot of times that a cop is interacting with somebody, that person may be very averse to doing whatever it is they want to do, but in the job itself, what the security guard, the cop, or whatever have you is doing is preventing that person from doing something that will be a detriment to them. So if you think about what a salesperson is doing, is sales is simply guiding somebody to make a decision that's going to be beneficial for them as well. So it's almost the same thing, just on two different sides of the house. So job number 3 is cops/security guard. Job number four is fundraisers. So if you've ever worked for a nonprofit, if you've ever done an internship where you're cold calling a bunch of people and trying to get them to commit to a financial thing, to putting some money down to help the cause, that is so close to sales. I mean, for one thing, especially for entry-level tech sales roles, you're on the phone a whole bunch, and a lot of people don't want to talk to you when you call them. But the thing that you're calling them about a lot of the times is going to be something that they maybe have expressed an interest in wanting to help out with. So much as in sales, you're selling the feel-good aspect, or sometimes it can be you are selling maybe some type of a memorial for really big ticket deals. So fundraisers, guys, it's basically sales. I mean, you're selling nice things to nice people. All right, that's number 4. Number five is going to be lawyers. Okay, so I personally haven't recruited a lawyer into a sales role before, but I have talked to a ton of people who either started or finished law school and ended up going the sales route. And why I think this is because, one, being a lawyer sometimes can be extremely stressful, especially if maybe an internship that you did or the type of law that you were in, you felt slimy with. If you studied law, basically what you learn how to do is to make fact-based arguments really well, really concisely and compelling. So that applies so directly to sales. So if you are halfway through law school or you're seeing that debt rack up, might be a good idea to just switch to sales. Job number 6 is going to be teachers/professors. So just like with cops and security guards, teachers have to convince people, especially if you're doing elementary school, and a lot of times even college as well, convincing people that paying attention and learning is in their best interest, which much in the same with sales is the case. On top of that, there's administrative work. And if you're learning a lot about a subject, that's really valuable stuff to be doing as a salesperson on a regular basis. On top of that, guys, if you are a teacher or a professor, you have to be engaging. You have to get your point across really well. And that's something that does not change when you are in a sales job. So job number 6 is going to be teachers/professors. Job number 7, this one is a fun one. Job number 7 is debt collectors. So have you ever been late on a payment before and have somebody call you up in the middle of the day saying that you owe a balance on something? A lot of times people are just hanging up in your face all the time. The reason why debt collectors can make great salespeople is because, one, it's a very rejection-heavy environment. 2, much like cops and security guards, you're trying to convince somebody to do something that's in their best interest. And probably the third connector that lines it up so well with sales is that there's a financial agreement. There's a financial transaction that you are guiding a person to do. So job number 7 is going to be debt collectors. Job number 8 is going to be property managers/leasing agents. Now, I've been a property manager before, and as far as leasing agents are concerned, this can depend widely. This role, what you have to do on a day-to-day can change a lot. But lots of times, especially in tech sales, you have to follow up with interested leads or people who are interested in stuff. So you might, if you are a leasing agent, you might be calling people up all the time. A lot of people won't even remember that they applied to something, and they'll hang up in your face. So there can be an element of rejection in there that can help build up your sales backbone. On top of that, when I was a property manager, a lot of what I was doing was collecting debts and convincing people that it's a good choice to pay this money now because of why, and also talking people off a ledge in terms of damaging their own property and making my clients or the folks who I'm managing properties for very angry. So job number 8, leasing agents and property managers. Job number 9, this one's a little bit of a layup, guys. It's marketers. So I look at marketing and sales as being a component, a papa bear and a baby bear of each other. So what do I mean by that? A salesperson, a fully developed, fully capable salesperson, is also a marketer at the same time. And what I mean by that is that when you're marketing, you have to figure out messaging. What you're doing is just about everything that a salesperson would be doing, minus the talking part a lot of the times. So you have to get inside your prospect or your target's head and figure out, how do I get across the value of my product and speak in this person's language? So when it comes to marketing, a lot of this is you're pre-planning, and especially when it comes to written communications, either in marketing or sales, you have to be very concise, and every word that you say matters. And you have to think deeply in terms of, do I use this word or do I use that word? Which benefits do I highlight? Which ones do I not? So that's a big part of sales as well. So if you have some marketing experience, but maybe you have a nice phone voice as well, why don't you give sales a think about? All right, so that wraps it up for today, guys. I'm sure there's plenty of other ones that I'll get to in a later video, but if you have a job that you think gave you good sales experience that's not a proper sales job, go ahead and let me know in the comments what it was. At the same time, leave me a like, subscribe, bang the bell, and I look forward in seeing you in the next video. Peace out.